They hit the wall and they're always the last to know, which is funny to witness in real time. But women like this are always in denial about their declining sexual market value, and they do this in many ways, not the least of which is disagreeing with hard truths regarding a man's options. Women are not going to want to hear this, but men in their 30s and 40s hold the golden ticket of the dating market. Most women won't admit it, most women will hate it, but very few of them understand this unbreakable truth, and these are the women who have an inherent advantage over women who choose to remain willfully ignorant. As a man in your 20s, you're potential. In your 30s and 40s, you're the proof. And that's the difference between being promising and being dangerous. Young women see a man in his 30s or 40s and think seasoned, stable, capable. You've survived long enough to be taken seriously. Older women, on the other hand, see the same men and think prime, vigorous, desirable. And the reason for this is because they know that you still have time. But more importantly, they also know that you now have the leverage. And that is when the market flips completely. You see, gentlemen, women age out of options, but men age into them. Biology does not negotiate, guys, it collects. And this is the apex of male selection power. Your value isn't hypothetical anymore. It's visible, measurable, and now it's verified by results. Your options now span over multiple generations, which, incidentally enough, is not unlike the 20-year-old who can choose from an entire spectrum of men from different generations when they're at their prime. But there is one distinct difference, and that difference is that she has options simply because she exists. But your options exist because you've earned it. This is exactly why desperation looks terrible on men in their 30s and 40s. If you're still chasing at that age, you have failed the exam. You didn't stack your money, you didn't stay in shape, you didn't work as long and as hard as you should have, but most of all, you didn't learn dating wisdom. Instead, all you did was chase ass using the faulty tools your mom gave you, and now you're in your 30s chasing women you have no business even approaching. But a man in his 30s who did put in the work, that guy's not chasing attention. He's not proving himself, and he's not begging for desire. And everyone can feel it, men and women alike. That's why they act different. That's why the tone changes. That's why respect shows up for them uninvited. So while women may peak sooner and much harder, we peak later and we stay there. And make no mistake, guys, nothing burns hotter or brighter than a woman's prime. But it is short-lived and it burns out rather quickly. A man's peak may not be quite as persuasive as a woman's prime, and it may not burn as hot or as bright. But when we do reach our peak, it lasts a lot longer. And if you played your cards right, your 30s are not the beginning of your decline like a woman's. They're the beginning of your dominance.